everyone, my name is Victoria. Welcome to my studio. Today we will work on very simple photo compositing in Photoshop. We will use only 3 images, but you can use only 2 images as well. I will be using Photoshop Beta. You can use Photoshop Beta or a released version of Photoshop, regular version of Photoshop. If you will decide to go with a Photoshop Beta, you can find Photoshop Beta in your Creative Cloud app. Simply click on Creative Cloud app, search for Photoshop Beta, download it, and you are ready to go. This tutorial, this class is for my absolute beginners, so no Photoshop experience needed. Let's start, guys. Let's rock and roll. I have opened 3 images I will be working with today. And before we will start, I would like to ask you to go to Window and click on Contextual Taskbar. When you will click on Contextual Taskbar, Photoshop will open Contextual Taskbar for you. We will be using this Contextual Taskbar all the time in this class. So let's start with this image. This is my first image I will be working with today. I like this image, but what I would like to do, I would like to expand the top of the image. I would like to add more space at the top of this image, at the top of this document. To do so, I will switch to the crop tool. When I made this tool active by simply clicking on it, Photoshop displayed all these corners around the document. I will click and drag middle top handle to expand my document. When I expanded the area to the point when I would like to expand my document, I will release my hand. I will release my mouth. In the options bar, I will switch fill from a background default option to generative expand. So I switched fill from default background option to generative expand. After I specified fill to generative expand, you can see that contextual taskbar displayed this area, prompt area, text area. Don't type anything in this area. Leave the prompt area empty. Now you can click on generate using contextual taskbar, or you can click on this accept icon in the options bar. It's up to you. I will click on generate. Now Photoshop powered by Firefly will analyze your expanded area, will analyze your image, and will fill this empty area, voila, with 3 variations. You can use any of those 3 variations. I would like to use the last one, the third one. When I sure that I will be using this particular variation, any of those 3, I will delete the rest 2 variations because I will be not using them. And after that, I will click on this looking up arrow to improve the quality of my generated generative area, just like that. Now, guys, if you will look, I will switch to the move tool. If you will look at my layers panel, you will see that I have 2 layers, background layer and generative expand layer. Because I have only 2 layers and all those layers are background layers, I would like to merge all these layers together. To do so, I will click on this accordion menu in the layers panel, and from here I can click on merge down, merge visible, or flatten image. I can use any of these 3 options. Differences are between these 3 options. If I will click on merge down, Photoshop will merge a current layer, active layer, and the layer below it. If I will click on merge visible, Photoshop will merge all visible layers in my document. If I will click on flatten image, Photoshop will merge all layers in my document. By all layers, I mean visible layer and hidden layers. Because again, I'm repeating myself, we have only 2 layers. Any of those 3 options will work for me. So I will click on merge down, and now I have only one layer, background layer. Now I would like to bring my second asset into my document. To do so, I will click on this night city. I will go to select all, edit, copy. I will be back to my first image, and I will go to edit and click paste. Now we added a new layer, new asset into our document. We can reposition this new layer in a way we want. We can even scale size up, scale size down. It's up to you. I would like to make it somewhere here, and also I will move it on the side. And I will click on OK to accept all changes. Now, while my top layer, my new layer is selected, I will change blend mode for this layer. To do so, I will go to the layers panel and I will switch blend mode. You don't have to click on any blend mode to preview it. Simply hover your mouse over blend mode and Photoshop will display preview for you. Let's see, I like kind of this soft light blend mode. I will click on it and voila. Next step is I will bring opacity value for this layer down somewhere about 28, not more than 30. And also, guys, I would like to remove background from this image. I would like to remove the sky from this image. To do so, while this layer is selected, I will click on remove background in the contextual taskbar. And Photoshop will remove background for us. But as you can see, we have this border, and also we have city on our rock. To fix all these imperfections, I will click on a layer mask. Photoshop creates a new layer mask when Photoshop removes a background for us. And I will switch to the brush tool. I can switch to the brush tool using my toolbar or directly from the contextual taskbar. Because I would like to subtract from my mask, I would like to remove unwanted area. I will click on brush with minus icon. I will increase the size of my brush just like that, and I will paint out. I will paint away all unwanted areas, just like that. Look at this, guys. Nothing is too complicated. If you painted out more than you wanted, simply switch your brush from minus icon to plus icon, and you will be able to bring back area you painted out by mistake. So here is our background. Maybe you know what, I will bring opacity value for this layer more down, about 17. Yes, now we have kind of city on a distance and all this beautiful dramatic background. The last image we will be editing to our document is this tired character. So what I will do, I will go select all, edit, copy. I will be back to my original background image. My top layer is selected, and I will go to edit and click paste, just like that. Now, guys, I can reposition my character. I can scale size up or scale size down. So this size is what I was looking for. Let's stop for a second. Size of your character will give illusion of in perspective of the document. If we will increase scale size of your character up in this way, our rock and city will be more in a distance, so our character will be dominating. If you will scale size of your character down like that, yes, to this size, you will bring everything in harmony. Your character will be not dominating. You will create very beautiful unified image, unified compositing. So when I scale size of the new layer in the way I want it, I need to remove background. To do so, I will click on remove background in the contextual taskbar, just like that, and Photoshop removed background. After Photoshop removed background, if you have this halo around, because this image is very difficult with hair and everything, you can fix it. How you can fix it? Photoshop when Photoshop removes a background for us, Photoshop creates a layer mask, because Photoshop is not deleting anything permanently. Photoshop just keeps your background, your white layer hidden. And that's why Photoshop creates a layer mask. To fix this white halo, I will double click on layer mask and I will be redirected to select and mask workspace. I love select and mask workspace. What I will do here, guys, I will click on refined hair, just like that. And also in output setting, I will specify documentate colors, just like that. And look at this. Also, you can play with amount of the value of documented colors. After I'm happy with everything, I will specify output to new layer with layer mask, and I will click OK. Because I specified output to new layer in with layer mask, Photoshop keeps my original layer but keeps this layer hidden. I just wanted you to show this option because I use this option all the time. If you know that you will be not using this layer anymore, simply delete this layer. Now we have 3 layers in our photo compositing. What I will do, I will reposition my character just like that. And voila, it's like she sits on this part of the rock. This now, if you will look here, you will see that we have a shadow under her outfit, under her coat, but we don't have shadow under her feet. How we can fix it? To fix it, we will select our middle layer, our city layer, and we will create a new layer. How you can create a new empty layer? At the bottom of your layers panel, click on plus icon, and just like that, Photoshop will create a new empty layer. Why I'm naming this layer empty layer? Because this layer is empty. This layer has no information, no pixels, no colors, nothing. This layer is empty space. I will switch to the brush tool, just like that, and I will bring size of my brush down. And what I will do, I would like to change my brush. To do so, if you didn't open your brush panel, you can open it by go to window and click on brushes, and here you have all brushes. I will click on general brushes library to expand it, and from here, guys, I will click on soft round pressure opacity brush, just like that. Now what I will do, guys, I need to pick color for the shadow under her feet. We have 2 ways doing this. You can click on this foreground color icon, just like that, and pick color you want. Or while this color picker window is open, you can move your mouse outside of color picker panel, and when you will move your mouse outside, away from color picker, you will see that your mouse icon converts it to eyedropper tool. Using this eyedropper tool, click anywhere in your image to pick the color, just like that, and voila, you're ready to go. Click OK. Other way is, without opening the foreground color picker window, simply click on eyedropper tool and pick any color from your image. After that, you will need to switch back to your brush tool. What I will do, I will increase size of my brush, and now guys, I will go to window and I will open brush settings panel. From here, using this window, I will resize tip. Yes, I will reshape tip of my brush just like that. And now making brush size bigger slightly, just like that. And now guys, before that I'm sorry, I will bring opacity of my brush down. I clicked once and you don't see any difference, any visible difference, because I brought opacity of my brush down to 36. Why I brought opacity of my brush down to 36? Because now I can control how much shadow I will apply under my character feet, just like that. After that, I will switch to my move tool, and now I can reposition my shadow anywhere I like. Also, I can scale size down of the shadow, just like that. And also guys, because we created shadow using separate layer, we can change blend mode for our shadow. It's up to you, it's up to me. Let's switch to overlay. We have very nice and bluish shadow. I kind of like it more because we created a more artistic drama. This is what I like. If you want to add more dramatic shadow, but you still want to stay more on artistic style, simply create a new empty layer and add another layer of your shadow. So guys, look at this. This is our compositing so far. Now I have one imperfection in here. If you will look from the distance like that, you will see that we have very colorful rock and the sky, and we have very colorful city, but our character is stands out. Our character looks like she doesn't belong to this compositing. How we can fix it? How we can bring everything in harmony? I will show you one trick. I love this option. I love this trick. I use this trick all the time. So pay attention closely. I will select my character layer, and I will click on character layer icon, not layer mask icon, layer icon, just like that. After that, I will go to filter. After that, I will go to neural filters, just like that. And Photoshop will open neural filters for us. If you never worked with neural filters, if you never downloaded any of these beautiful filters, you will see this a cloud icon. Simply click on it and Photoshop will download this filter to your drive. I have already downloaded harmonization filter. So what I will do, I will enable this. When I enabled this filter, Photoshop opens harmonization workspace for us and suggest a layer. I will click on it, and from drop down menu I will click on a background, and just like that, look at this. This is before and this is after. Photoshop bring in harmony our character layer with in our background layer. Look at this. Now everything in harmony. Of course guys, of course you can play with all those sliders. What I will do, I will move brightness slider slightly to the left, just to add more dramatic light to my character, to make it darker, to make it look more dramatic, just like that. If you like, you can move your yellow slider slightly to the right to add more blue color to your character, just like that. And after that, output, you can specify current layer, new layer, smart filter. I will use current layer. After I specified output, I will click OK, and just like that. When Photoshop applied neural filters to your layer and you specified output to current layer, Photoshop will apply the filter to the current layer and also will select this layer for you. You can deselect it by simply go to select and deselect, and just like that. And guys, this is pretty much what I wanted to share with you. If you're happy with this stage, you can save your document. You can save your document by going on File and Save, and you will save it to some. You can save it to some specific folder. You can also use Save As. I will recommend you to save it as your as a Photoshop file. So let's do it. Save As, and we will save it as Photoshop file, photo compositing, just like that, and click OK, save. Okay, so now you saved your document as Photoshop file. When you saved your Photoshop, when you're saving your file, your Photoshop file as a Photoshop file, you will have all this layer available for you. So all these layers will be available for you at any time if you would like to adjust something. Please pay attention to the next step. I always recommend to save your document as a Photoshop file before you need to merge all layers. Why? I'm repeating myself, because if you will need to access to any of these layers later on, all layers will be available for you. So after I saved my document as Photoshop document, what I will do, I will go to image and I will click on duplicate, and now Photoshop will duplicate my document. But before Photoshop will duplicate my document, Photoshop is asking me, are you okay with this name of the new copy I will create right now? If I'm happy with it, I will click OK. If not, I will duplicate it. I will rename it, sorry. And after that, I will click OK. Now I still have all layers available for me. What I will do, remember guys, we used this option before. I need to merge all layers. I can use any of these three options. We talked about differences between them. What I will do now, I will click on flat image, and Photoshop merged all layers for me. Why I merged all layers together? Because now, guys, I can go to adjust color using contextual taskbar, and from here I can adjust any color for me. Or you can see that Photoshop already specified some colors you can adjust, or you can click on eyedropper tool, click on some specific What I would like to do, I would like to go to filter, just like that. I would like to go to camera raw filter. So I have opened camera raw filter. And what I would like to do, I would like to add a little bit more drama to my image. To do so, I will bring exposure down, simply moving exposure slider to the left, just like that. And I will add contrast by dragging contrast slider to the right. Also, what I will do, I will click on highlights layer, and I will drag this layer to the right. So I added a little bit more contrast to all these highlighted areas. After I increased contrast, I see that my image is a little bit dark. I can fix it by moving exposure slider slightly to the right, just like that. And now I'm happy. When I'm happy with all this improvement, I will click on OK. Now, guys, let's pause for a second. If you used Photoshop, a regular Photoshop version, you will be not able to apply the next step. If you use Photoshop Beta, you can apply the next step. So, what I would like to do, I'm using Photoshop Beta. I will click on Filter, and from here, guys, I will click on Parametric Filters, just like that. And Photoshop will open Parametric Filters library for us. I will scroll this library down, and here, guys, we have a rain filter. Simply click on it, and just like that, Photoshop will add a rain to your image. What I would like to do, guys, I would like to first of all click on randomize to make this filter unique. After that, I will change presets. I will click on a looking down arrow next to default, and I will switch to light rain, just like that. And also, I will switch angle. I will change angle of my rain, just like that. Just like that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And the last step, I will move my darkness slider to the left to add a little bit more light to my image. And voila, guys, this is our image. So, guys, I hope you learned something from this class, for this tutorial. If so, please create something and share it with me on social media platforms. I am on Blue Sky, on Instagram, on Threads, and on LinkedIn. So, guys, thank you so much for your time. If you have, by the way, any questions, please ask. I'm always happy to help. Please don't hesitate. I'm here to help. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you later. Bye.